Take up the shield of faith with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the saints. Understand this morning, that if you're a child of God, then you are a saint. You are a saint. You may not be perfect. None of us are. But it's our job to and our call to live as best we possibly can. And so, like I said, today we're going to look at the last piece of armor, the sword of the Spirit. And as usual, Paul goes to the Old Testament and the picture of God's servant. He said, he made my mouth like a sharpened sword. In the shadow of his hand, he hit me. He made me into a polished arrow and concealed me in his quiver. Isaiah 49:2. So with this in mind, Paul finishes the list of the armor with these words: take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. The Word of God, it's something we have to take up every single day. It's something we have to study. It's something we have to work through. Some people say, man, Pastor Brian, it's too hard. I don't understand what I'm reading. You know what? Neither do I some days. Sometimes I'm like, God, what is that supposed to mean? And I'll tell you what, I've read the Bible over and over, and every time I read it, time and time again, I learn something new. It tells me something different. It teaches me, you know, when a child is young, you keep teaching them, right, over and over until they get it. We as human beings, we have to be taught over and over and over again until we fully get it. And we won't fully get it, really, in understanding this until God takes us home to be with Him. So if you think you've got it all figured out, if you think you understand the Word God fully to the fullest extent possible, you don't. It's humanly impossible, really, I think, to really fully grasp everything that God has for us in His Word. And yet we should be studying it. Take it up daily. See, the Roman soldier, he would wear a